So it's Jeff here at the Country Blend, and I'm here with Langan Band, the Langan Band.
Langan.
The Langan Band.
Yeah.
Langan. It just has to go straight through all the way.
Yeah.
I'm here at the Langan Band, and they're playing MerleFest here today. Gentlemen, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate you.
Jolly.
I appreciate you taking some time to talk with me here today. If you can introduce yourselves for our lovely audience.
Hi folks, well, I'm John.
I'm Ali, fiddler.
I'm Dave, bass.
Oh yeah, I play guitar, sing, and play percussion with my feet.
Excellent. So your music, I listen to it, and it's very upbeat, it's very danceable. How did this style and how did the band kind of come about?
How did the band come about? The band came about in Glasgow. I'd been kind of travelling the world as the John Langan band. Everywhere I lived, I'd get a little band together for however long I was going to be there. It was quite transient. It was always moving around.
Yeah.
But then I decided to come back home, come to Glasgow, and try and find a serious band. And first came across this guy playing a gig in the Glasgow Concert Hall with Adam Beattie. And it turned out, through chatting to some folk, who's this guy here? Turned out I was his neighbour. His neighbour in Glasgow, so I came knocking on his door and put a little CD through his door.
I was locked in, eh?
You were
waiting for a date.
It was locked in his house. It was all a bit
buzzing on my door,
strange.
like, not
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my keys.
Yeah, but I slipped him a CD and about a year later or something, we got back in touch. He's like, actually, let's do something, man. This guy, you want to tell him about you?
Yeah, we were rival buskers in Glasgow.
Yeah?
Do you know busking?
Street performance.
Street performing, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that term.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that though.
Busking, yeah.
All right.
That's kind of how we started out, but he was always at the pitches before I was. It was deeply annoying. Anyway, after a few months of antagonism, we met at my cousin's treehouse at a party and ended up playing music together, and that was that.
The rest is history.
That's his history.
Good stuff. So the style of music you play, obviously you have a lot of different influences. What are some of your influences as far as your music? Is there, I hear so many different things. Worldly, like you said, you've traveled the world. What are kind of like your biggest influences?
I find that a really difficult question to answer.
Okay.
Personally. I've got like so much over the course of my life. I think like in early life, like getting me into music in the first place would have been Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
he was the man.
Are
Queen.
you going to say Ocean Colour Scene? Indie music.
Yeah, indie music eventually. But in the beginning it was Freddie Mercury, Queen. That's what really like made me want to be a musician, to be a singer, be a performer.
Okay.
Later on, it was an indie band from Birmingham, UK, called Ocean Colour Scene.
Okay.
Something about them just got me, and I think people say you can still hear that singer. Simon Fowler's his name. You can still hear that singer in my voice when I sing, because that's probably my biggest kind of singing influence, And then after that, started to discover folk music, discovered dance music, all sorts of things. I've just like got the little bits and bobs coming in. Spent some time in Eastern Europe, spent some time with some Romani Gypsy people there, and that very much influenced the kind of Balkan kind of Gypsy side of things in the music.
Yeah. No, I hear like almost a little bit of Go-Go Bordello in your sound.
Yeah, I guess there's a bit of that. I don't think we're directly influenced by them, but yeah, there is a definite crossover with that Balkan Gypsy style, but with the kind of punk energy there as well.
Yeah.
We're into
the crossover.
Ali are into the classical music. Studied classical music when we left school. Ali a bit more than myself. Like metal, quite like heavy music and all sorts, drum and bass, electronic, groove music, so sometimes I wish I was in a metal band and I kind of play the bass like I'm.
Well, yeah, you definitely have a lot of rhythms and everything going on in your music, which is really cool.
Make people dance and give people different sonic experiences across, take people on a journey, give them see what we can do with the instruments that we've got, the different textures and sounds and stuff we can do, sometimes people ask me what effects pedals I'm using on my double bass, which I'm really proud of. I love when that happens.
Because we don't use any effects whatsoever, really. It's the pure acoustic.
It's all acoustic.
All acoustic, yeah.
Wow. But it's so sonically dynamic. So I mean, how do you,
important, yeah.
how is it that how did you kind of create that sound? I mean, is it? I take it that's from like a lot of practice, a lot of hours, and kind of doing that, or was it something that was kind of like discovered by accident?
I think it just evolves and evolves through playing and playing. And something I realised as well, we sort of started playing more and more energetic music, going more towards that, and we started getting more and more the party slots at festivals in the UK, you know, like, and but we'd be there at the festival the whole time, enjoying ourselves with everyone there, and it felt like when we were getting on stage at peak party hour, when we've been partying with everyone, it felt like we knew what was required for that moment, and I feel that's a big part of what's shaped us in a way, kind of thing, you know, like just being that band at that hour, at that slot, and being the kind of party band, giving people what they're after, kind of thing. Just having a innate, well, not innate, but a sense for that from being at the festivals, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Great.
We were never aiming for a particular sound. I think we didn't get together and say like, let's try and make this kind of music. We just got together and like played what we played, and I think the main thing is we just always knew that we didn't want to be mainstream, middle of the road. You know, we wanted it to be interesting. We wanted to mess things up a little bit. We really didn't want to get stuck in that folk band bracket. You know,
I understand.
We want to make sure that that we're open to people that are into any genre. You know?
Yeah.
And people who are into, that's what I love about this band, it seems to appeal to people who are into rock music, because it's got that visceral, it's like being at a rock concert, you know, like it really smacks you in the face. It's like, the folkies like it because it's rootsy and we play instruments, we've got musicality. People who are like old people like it, toddlers like it, you know, people who just like electronic dance music like it because you can have a dance. And I really like that. This band seems to appeal to a lot of people. Like, I'm really proud of that, about what we do.
Perfect. Well, everybody needs to check you guys out. I appreciate your time. While you're here in the States, is there anything in particular that you're looking to see or try out? Any type of food or any type of...
Looking forward to Louisiana, getting the food down there. It's part of the world I've always been wanting to visit. So we've got a few days off there as well.
Okay, yeah, that Creole cuisine is good stuff.
I'm gonna try me
I
some
don't
gumbo.
doubt it.
Yeah, gumbo, jambalaya, all amazing.
It's a good one.
I'm
Jambalaya.
envious, to tell you the truth. If I could come along in any type of way, just let me know. All right, I'll drive.
All right, well that's a good one.
All right, guys, I appreciate you. It's Jeff here with the Country Blend.